Welcome to Gaia's Calling, where stories ignite your spirit and the earth whispers her secrets. I'm Brad Swift, a writer-on-purpose author of eco-fiction and non-fiction, inviting you to become an eco-guardian. Together, let's explore the wonders of our world and take action to protect them. Listen closely, Gaia is calling. And today's call is tapping the sun's potential for a regenerative future. From eco-fantasy to eco-fact, we receive an abundance of energy every day. Imagine greeting the sun each morning, not just as a source of warmth, but as a symbol of untapped potential. That's what I've done for over 2 years now, which is what led me to writing today's article and this podcast. Every day, Earth receives an astonishing 173,000 terawatts of energy from the sun. Yet, humanity's annual energy consumption is only around 20 terawatts. In other words, a single day's sunlight provides far more than we need to power our entire planet for a year. So, this raises a simple, but what I consider a profound question. Why are we not harnessing this energy more effectively? The path to making solar power a cornerstone of our energy system isn't just about technology. It's about mindset, policy, and creative integration into our everyday lives. What sounds like eco-fantasy, like powering entire cities or global infrastructures from sunlight alone, well, they could become eco-fact. But we need visionaries and bold thinkers, much like the characters in some of my eco-fantasy worlds, to turn these possibilities into realities. As Rollo May said in The Courage to Create, creative courage is the discovery of new forms, new symbols, new patterns, on which a new society can be built. The challenge before us is to cultivate that courage, embracing both creativity and science to envision a new regenerative world. So let's look at how to break down the numbers. How little we need to change the world. The math behind solar energy is startling. Humans only use about 0.01% of the solar energy that hits Earth each day. 0.01%. If we could capture even a small fraction of that extra, we could power our world without fossil fuels. To illustrate, if solar panels could convert just 15 to 20% of the sunlight they receive into energy, which is roughly the current efficiency, even modest advancements in technology could revolutionize energy storage and distribution. Todd Henry in Die Empty encourages us to seize opportunities and constantly develop our skills to be ready for the future. Just as the developer in his book weaves available resources into value, we must do the same with solar technology, taking the raw potential of sunlight and turning it into power. The challenge lies in storing this energy efficiently and creating decentralized systems that allow every building, every piece of infrastructure to contribute to the solution. Imagine what would be possible if we invested the time, money, and other resources into tapping this near limitless energy resource that we are currently putting into AI. So here are some ideas that could transform this eco-fantasy into eco-fact. In fact, here are 5 visionary ideas that could push us beyond our current limitations. Number 1, urban solar integration. Imagine cities where solar panels are embedded in, just every surface, from rooftops to windows to roads. Each element of our infrastructure could become a micro power station. With technologies like perovskite solar cells showing promise for higher efficiency and at lower cost, we could soon see a future where energy generation is woven seamlessly into our daily environment. Perovskite solar cells are a type of thin film solar cell that uses perovskite crystals structures to generate electricity and are promising next generation renewable energy technology. Their advantages includes high efficiency through the absorption of a broader range of light, potential for low-cost manufacturing with flexible methods like printing, and versatility in applications. Or the second idea, distributed solar grids. Shifting away from centralized power plants towards local distributed solar energy grids would reduce energy loss and improve resilience. Each home, office, and public building could generate and store its own solar power, contributing to the solar grid and reducing reliance on large-scale energy infrastructure. And then we got agrivoltaics, merging power, solar power, and agriculture. Solar panels placed above crops create a win-win scenario. They generate electricity while also providing shade that reduces water loss for plants. This combination, known as agrivoltaics, optimizes land use by producing both food and energy, offering a practical solution in regions prone to drought. And then we have space-based solar power. I know, it may sound like science fiction. Space-based solar farm could still be a future game changer. Solar panels in space would have uninterrupted access to sunlight, generating energy 24/7. The energy could be beamed back to Earth as microwaves or lasers, offering a consistent and limitless power source. And last of all, solar power desalination. Water scarcity and energy needs could be addressed simultaneously through solar-powered desalination plants. These facilities use the sun's energy to convert seawater into drinkable water while generating electricity, solving two critical issues in regions struggling with drought and energy shortages. So, the courage to act and create new realities. Just as Leonardo da Vinci envisioned possibilities far beyond the limits of his time, we must cultivate the same sense of creative curiosity. Michael Gleb's How to Think Like Leonardo da Vinci highlights the importance of questioning and exploration. Today's big questions: how can we bring eco-fantasy into eco-fact? How can we turn the massive amounts of solar energy we receive into a regenerative energy future for all? So, how about sharing your responses to those questions with a comment? Or you can join this week's chat. To achieve this, we need both technological breakthroughs and shifts in public policy. Governments, individuals, and companies alike must invest in solar technologies and grid systems that support clean energy. Policy changes could accelerate the transition by offering incentives for solar installations, and educating the public will foster a deeper understanding of the importance of renewable energy. Bringing eco-fantasy into eco-fact begins with a commitment to possibility. As we look to the sun, an inexhaustible source of clean energy, the future becomes more than just a dream. It becomes a goal, attainable through innovation, courage, and the collective will of individuals who, like Todd Henry's developers, are ready to tap into the untapped. We've barely scratched the surface of what's possible. Imagine a world where clean, abundant solar energy powers our cities, provides water to the arid regions, and restores balance to the environment. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Let's work today to bring that future to life.